What is up, guys? So for today's video I am going to be showing you my wow, I just completely had a brain fart. I am going to show you my Ficus Elastica plants. Yeah, I think that's what you call them. Here I had a cutting of it. Look at these beautiful strong roots. They do take a long time to root out, but once they start getting these like cotton ballish little markings on the stems, about like the next day you notice that they start shooting, like 1-2 start shooting out, and then after that it just takes off. Like, I can't believe how fast that happens. I was actually going to make a video. It is Sunday today, and I was going to make one maybe Wednesday or Thursday, and when I was trying to put it back into a smaller propagating pot glass I had, I accidentally broke a root, and I was completely bummed. So I changed it into this little vase, and that next morning all of these extra roots popped up. I only had like 2 or 3 in there, and now I have like 4, or no, I have more than 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then now I'm getting more roots within the roots. They are. They got super long. Can you pass me that plant, please? That one. Yeah. This one right here, the very first big one. That one? No, the first one. Yeah, watch that plant. Watch that something. Next is my Ficus Audrey. I absolutely love the colors of this plant. They have absolutely beautiful colors. Beautiful colors. But this plant did take a long time to settle. I also got it as a cutting, and I also did let it root. I am not sure if I let it root as long as this burgundy. I'm sorry I didn't tell you the name, but that is a burgundy, Ficus Elastica burgundy. But it finally is doing really good, and how I can tell is by if I just tug on it gently, it's there. Like, it doesn't come out, it doesn't move or anything. And also because it's unfurled, this leaf, but while it was unfurling, it ended up not unfurling right. It ended up with this hole. But just about 3 days ago, this little dude came out, and he was super tiny. And that's what's pretty cool about these, is that they come out really tiny, at least from these two, because all these other leaves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 were already on it when I got the cutting. So yeah, 3 days ago this was a tiny thing, and now it's the size of my thumb. So I thought that was pretty cool. These are different compared to the Ficus Elastica Taniki. Those her leaves grow pretty large, right? They grow pretty large, and once it unfurls, it's already large, and usually it'll grow a little more, or just stay the size it is. But for this one, it has been growing small, and as it unravels, it's still small, and then a couple days later it starts to become larger. They are almost the size of my hand, not fully, but they are. I do find that this Audrey is slow growing, and I do believe that she is finicky to where you place her. I do have her now in my balcony, and I do keep her right there, right in front of the jade plant. But I did have her in a few places, and I've finally settled her here, and I haven't moved her, and she unraveled this new leaf, so I'm just gonna leave her here. But the good thing is that even though they do kind of like go into shock if you move them, she hasn't dropped any bottom leaves, so I'm pretty happy. I love her in this pot. I love the colors of this plant. Is by far what attracted me to this plant. I love plants that have light green on it, and as you can see, the outing here is light green, and in the middle is dark green, but that's pretty much the pattern of this plant. And it does darken a little bit as you can compare it to this one, but it still shows the two differences in the green. I haven't had any problem with like humidity. None of my ficuses are crisping up or anything like that, and I haven't had any problem with pests, thank God. Before I show you guys my next ficus, I wanted to move it into soil with you guys. So I'm thinking about putting it in here. Because their roots are, as you can see, really long. So I mean, if I put it here, I would have to just keep it like this. Or I wanted to put it in here. And I think I'm gravitating more towards this one because it is wider, but this one is taller. So I'm going to ask my sidekick here, which pot should I put this in? Should I put in this one?
Can I see the other one?
Or should I put it in this one that's taller but slimmer?
I think I should put in that one. You know why? Because that one's a little too small for it. Because it won't have like an air, and that one's bigger for it.
Okay, I agree. Thank you so much. She is a kitty. She's getting ready for Halloween. I'm gonna just throw it over.
That's a lot.
And then we're gonna tap. Thank you. Just so. Did you get some on you? It's okay. Well, no.
It did.
It's okay. It did it by itself. I think because it wants to be in a pot now. Okay, so this is how it looks. I think my daughter was right. This plant is much better.
The pot, you mean?
This plant is much better in this pot. Yes, thank you, baby. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go ahead and
take the watering can and water it.
Oh, it's heavy. Can you hold it for me?
It looks like mud.
Okay. Ah, it's dripping. Perfect. That means we did good in soil. So that's it
For the video.
I'm gonna have to show them one more plant. So that's it for this
plant. This is the next plant that looks like it, and this one doesn't like to be moved, so we keep it the plant on our window. But we're gonna do this super quick, so it doesn't die.
Yeah, so it doesn't stress out. Me and her are like, let's do this super quick.
And I want to say, go check my channel, and you'll see a video of me repotting my pink chicken.
Yes.
And we could show you it maybe.
And her channel is called Aquarius Soul. So definitely do check it out. I'll leave her link in the descriptions down below. Okay, so this is the Ficus Taniki Ruby, I believe. At one point it was, what? I don't know, it was just stuck in the soil, and I kind of left it there. Oh, it was part of a stick and I just used it to move around the soil a little bit. So at one point this was a ruby. This, you see this leaf right here, it was more red. It's starting to lose its redness. I haven't even thought about that, to be honest. I don't know what just triggered me. But also this leaf here is a little red. And I'm not sure why other ones haven't been bringing up that red, because I do have it in kind of the most strongest part in my home windowsill. I mean, I could put it in my kids' room, but like we already said, they are pretty picky, and I don't want to lose any bottom leaves because this plant has been thriving and growing non-stop, and I just love how it looks. But yeah, when I did get it, it did have a red, like 2 red leaves, these two. You can see the difference compared to the other leaves. It is in this, I believe it was a 4-inch pot. It actually needs to be watered. It has been drying out pretty quick. And if you let them dry out too much, their bottom leaves will start to droop and they don't bounce back. And also the first leaves to go are the bottom ones. So I'm going to go ahead, and again, my daughter's going to hold this for me. Why not? Don't play with the soil. Oh, she's playing with the soil. So I have this watering can with some fertilizer on it, and that definitely helps this plant out because it has been growing. So I am giving it that what it needs, that nutrition it needs. I do rotate this plant most definitely, and I try to do that with the Ficus Audrey that I have outside, and what I'm going to do with the Ficus burgundy that we just put into soil together. So yeah, I keep this in the corner of my dining room window. That corner gets the most sun, so that's why it's constantly pushing out new growth. Here is a new leaf coming out, and what I love about these is that when a new leaf unravels, opens up, there's another one already growing within it. So I mean, it's just like non-stop. It never stops. So that is what I really love about this plant, and I really appreciate it. And then just like a philodendron, they come out of this like covering, and they end up dropping it. Bless you. She's playing with the soil, so now she's using.
It's so soft.
It is fluffy, but don't let it fall. Yes. So what I wanted to say something else. I will be repotting this plant soon, but not just yet, because I do want it to get a nice amount of roots put together. It does have a fair amount of roots. I just want it to be a little bit more root bound, not all the way root bound though. That's pretty much it. These plants so far have really been super good to me. One thing I definitely do is I don't move it. Don't have a problem with pests, and I keep it in the brightest section of my home. It is in my home. I haven't moved it to the balcony because, like I said, I don't want it to drop any leaves. And I haven't had any crisping up really with this plant. I haven't had any problem with humidity. The only time leaves have drops is when I brought it home from purchasing it, and when I had repotted it from the pot, when it was time to repot it from the pot it was in when I bought it. And what kind of soil I have it in? I have all these in a miracle mix or basic soil, and I just added a little bit more perlite to it. But actually this one does have some orchid bark, which these brown barks, they're like tree barks, and I think that really helps the soil even more out. Unfortunately I ran out of it, so I couldn't put it in the Audrey or the burgundy, but once I do get it, then I will go ahead and mix it within the soil. That's it, guys, and I really want to say thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you would be so kind, and I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. She loves her plants. Bye, guys.